Record. Okay, so now I am recording. So hold your cuss words till the end. That's only for my benefit, obviously, because I cuss the most out of everyone. Okay, so I'm so excited to see all of your beautiful faces. For those of you who don't know Bob McIntosh, he is our guest this evening. Somebody's got some weird background noise going on though. Brooke, mute yourself. I think I can do it. Hold on. I will mute her. Hold on. Do I have the power?
It might be Tony's because I don't see him muted as well. So I don't know if it would be him or Brooke.
All right. All right. I think it went away. Okay. So anyway, Bob came so highly recommended from so many people in Fortune Builders. And I know he used to coach and train, and he developed a lot of the training materials for Mind Protein. So when we started talking about websites and getting off Real Flow and other things, there were literally people that reached out to me that was like, you have to talk to Bob McIntosh and you have to get him to speak at one of your huddles. So he came so highly recommended. So I'm really, really glad. We went back and forth about trying to schedule this, and we finally got him on here. So yeah, without further ado, I will let Bob go into his full background and introduce himself. And I'm really excited to see what you got for us tonight, Bob.
Perfect. Well, that's all I got. Thanks for coming to my talk. We'll see you later. I'm just kidding. Can you enable it so I can share my screen?
Yes. Let me not share your screen, Marie. Share screen settings.
So first and foremost, thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. I know for some of you guys, it's very, very late. For some of us, not so much. Some of us are confused about what time it is because some people don't change time zones. Some of us do. Who knows what's going on anymore, but we're all here. So that's all that matters. And the fact that you're here, the fact that you're listening, the fact that you're signed in with your smiling face means that you're ready to learn some awesome stuff about adding some additional streams of revenue to your business. Now, as I go through this, we're going to talk about it specifically in the real estate sense. Obviously, what I'm teaching, and one of the things that I love about teaching internet marketing, is that it literally applies to just about any business. So you can take this knowledge and literally duplicate it to literally any business that you operate. The principles are the same, but we'll focus it on the real estate space, since obviously that's why we are all here. If as I go along, you have any questions, just drop them in there. I will do my best to answer those as we go if I feel they're relevant, or if it's going to be better held to the end, I'll wait to the end and do that. But either way, I'm happy to answer any questions. And obviously at the end, I will provide my information for you guys to connect with me if you don't know that information already. I know some of you I recognize, some of you maybe not so much, but we'll go through that. So without any further ado, just this is what we're going to cover, is adding additional streams of income to your business. Actually, let me just drop the chat overlay here. Perfect. And for those of you who don't know me, just a little bit about who I am. Again, my name is Bob McIntosh. I've been in real estate since 2008. My dad and I started flipping houses in Buffalo, New York. Failed pretty miserably actually for a little while, joined Fortune Builders and scaled it to something pretty awesome. We actually stopped flipping houses in 2018 and have been focused solely on commercial deals and rental properties since then, for a lot of reasons, but is what it is. In the meantime, as we grew our business, Fortune Builders actually asked me to come on and teach and create pretty much most of what Mind Protein teaches. Myself and one other created a lot of the content there, and several of the people supported us along the way with that. But a lot of the knowledge was just from what we had done in our own businesses as we went along. I would argue that there's probably very few folks, if anyone, who knows as much about internet marketing in the real estate investing space as I do. Also, a couple other fun facts about me. I wrote and published a #1 Amazon best-selling book back in 2015. So interestingly enough, a lot of the money that I made from the launch, because you don't actually make a lot of money from the book sales, came from exactly what I'm about to teach you tonight, which is the affiliate marketing piece. I love traveling, currently in Austin, Texas, possibly forever. We'll see, TBD. And as I said, I do everything with my dad. He's the bottom left picture there. He's kind of like my ride or die in my business. Love having him as a partner. And he's also a badass real estate investor and coach in and of his own right. He's actually completed over 11,000 coaching calls for students in the Fortune Builders world and around. So he knows his stuff inside and out. So with that, and by the way, my one more thing, just so that it's clear on my journey. Arcane Properties is my real estate company, and 3 Degrees Consulting was the company that I started to replace my active income as we stopped flipping and needed something else to do. I realized, hey, it's a lot of fun to teach folks about internet marketing, but actually where we thrive even more right now is helping people just straight up do it. So we execute pretty much anything in the digital marketing space for real estate investors and many other people as well. So let's talk about what is affiliate marketing. For those of you who don't know, it's simply one of 2 things: either making money from selling other people's products or services, or paying others to sell your products or services. The simple idea is companies and businesses realize that they have to pay for marketing in some capacity. So in most cases, they can actually pay an individual less than they would pay another business like Facebook or Google or Yellow Pages or a direct mail company / the post office or whoever. They can actually do that. And the simple idea of this is, think about bird dogging in essence, right? So bird dog brings you a property and you buy it. It's sort of like affiliate marketing. It's very similar to wholesaling as well. So obviously they have the property and you buy it and you pay them the right for it. If you're selling the wholesale property, you get paid for that right. So same idea. But when we look at affiliate marketing, there's an entire world outside of the actual property itself that is opened up to us as investors. And one of the things that I love about internet marketing as an investor, as a real estate investor specifically, is that we deal with lots of different kinds of people. We deal with agents and contractors and other investors, buyers, sellers, all the companies and services that go into building the house, that we have to put into the house, all these crazy things. It's one of the most complex businesses in terms of service providers that is out there. And because of that, because of the sheer number of people that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, it actually opens up an entire massive world of affiliate marketing opportunities for us if we know how to tackle it, what to look for, and how to set ourselves up for success with it. Right. And so there's several different things that we want to look at when we do this. And I'm going to walk you through how we start to do that in our business. But the simple idea is this allows us to create additional streams of revenue. And this is not going to replace the actual business itself. And what I mean by that is you're not going to make more money in affiliate marketing than you are flipping the house or buying the commercial property, or, even depending on the rental market, the rental itself, unless you get absurdly lucky, really crazy, or you have a ton of traffic, which we'll talk about later. But most of us, in most cases, are not going to find ourselves in that world. And because of that, this is not going to replace this income, but it simply will allow you to do a whole lot more. Maybe it pays for some extra marketing campaigns, pays for a nice dinner, pays for a trip, pays for something else in your business. It can very easily do that, and it can add up to a significant chunk as we go. So as we dive into this, the first question I always get is, okay, well, how do I start? Well, before you start, you got to understand the basic tenets of affiliate marketing. And there's 2 sides to every single affiliate marketing relationship. The first side is the publisher. The publisher or vendor is sometimes what it's called. This is the person or business who has the stuff or services for sale. Okay, so they are the ones selling the product or service. All right. The reverse side of this is the advertiser, or sometimes it's known as the affiliate, hence affiliate marketing, which is the person who is marketing the vendor or vendor or publisher's products or services. All right. So again, one side is the publisher; they have the things for sale. The other side is the advertiser; they are bringing the customer, basically. And understanding these 2 tenets helps you understand where do you fit. Because in certain spaces of real estate, we're going to play one or both roles depending on what we're doing. And so understanding where you fall into this is going to be important as we dive in here. Now, a couple of things before we dive into the actual process of affiliate marketing. Number 1 is affiliate marketing is legal in every single state, but not necessarily legal in every single profession. And so as we dive into this, there are certain rules and requirements that you may have to follow. Most of those rules or requirements are state dependent and sometimes county dependent, although county dependent is usually very rare. But state to state, things change. So what works in California may or may not work in Arizona, which may or may not work in New York, and et cetera. So understand where you're doing it and understand that I am not, and this is my legal disclaimer, stars, fun things like this. I am not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. Please seek out those people for those things. I'm not that person. What I present today is simply my advice as is. Please take it as such and not as any sort of legal counsel or accounting counsel or anything of that nature. Okay, cool. And stars, now we get, right? But what I'm going to share with you is, hey, this is what's worked for me with the caveats as we go through them. I'll do my best to outline them. Again, you may know something. And if you do, by the way, please share. I will rely upon you. I don't know anything about the Phoenix / Arizona market or anywhere in the Arizona market for that matter. And I know some of you are outside of that too. What I do know is California and New York, because those are the two states that I've operated in. What I also understand is that those two states tend to be the most restrictive. So if I can do it there, I can pretty much do it anywhere. That's my rule of thumb, more or less. But as always, seek an attorney, make sure you're good, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So the first part's going to be offline affiliate marketing. This is where I always like to start, and then we'll dive into the online piece as well, because there's two very different ways that we tackle these things. The offline affiliate marketing is going to require a couple of things. Number one, it's going to be manual tracking in most cases. It's going to generally be based on a handshake agreement. It's going to generally be with service-based companies. And this is also the easiest place to start. So as I walk through here, a couple of things I want you to think about as we're doing affiliate marketing. Number one, what kind of people do we deal with on a day-to-day basis that we could plug in as affiliates? And the answer is literally anybody that you talk to, with one exception, and that's agents. And agents, I can't be an affiliate for, AKA I can't get paid a commission unless I'm also an agent or also hold my license. But even with that said, if I don't, but someone on my team does, or someone in my business does, that's totally fine as well. And in some cases, all right, and this is where some of the gray area of states comes in play, you're able to pay referral fees outside of the closing statement. In other words, I'm not on the actual closing statement. It will happen after this happens, and I can pay a referral fee or get paid a referral fee in some cases. Now, I do outline that with a, hey, it may or may not work in your area. There are certain brokerages that don't like doing that. So even though it may be legal, it may be allowed to do this, they may not like that you do it. The only state that I know of that has officially banned that is Ohio. That's the only one I know of for sure. Now, there might be other states, but just keep that in mind. But outside of that, think about this. Every contractor of every type, whether it be flooring, roofing, framing, drywall, painting, landscaping, I guess you probably don't have snow plowing, but that's a big one for us in Buffalo. But you guys might have like dry scaping. We don't do any dry scaping in Buffalo because it would wash away in the rain, but you guys get it, right? Literally every contractor that you deal with is someone that you could create an affiliate relationship with, right? Now, that's just, and the people that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Then let's add in your sellers, right? Well, your sellers might need movers, packers, boxes, U-Haul trucks. All of these things are going to probably need some of that stuff. You can be an affiliate for all of that stuff. When you get buyers in, well, what do buyers do? Buyers are one of the most sought after categories, home buyers, because literally in most marketing circles you talk to, the holy grail of new buyer is a pregnant woman. The second thing is a home buyer. Why? Because both of these situations create an opportunity where buying habits are likely to change. And because buying habits are likely to change, it creates opportunity for the right company. And once they're in with that company, they will stay for a long time. This is why, for example, if you go to Lowe's, for example, right, they have the My Lowe's card where you can log into your account and you can see all the things that you've bought for your house and create a profile for your house. Because they know that if they get you in with just that, you'll be backed by everything you need every single time, because it makes it easy for them to do that. So they're not like, these companies understand this stuff and they're going to apply it in the right way to get you to stay to be customers, right? So what do buyers need? Well, they need movers, they need boxes, they need U-Hauls as well. They might also need TV service like DirecTV or whatever your cable company is or whatever, internet service, right? They might need a new pool cleaner if it's got a pool in the backyard. They might need a landscaper. They might need just a house cleaner, right? There's like, these are just examples, right? So I want you to think about every single service that you use and your customers use, and that becomes an opportunity for you to create an offline affiliate marketing relationship whereby you can get paid for recommending these services to these people. Now, there's a couple of ways that I recommend going about this. I'm going to walk you through what's worked really well for me in our business, and kind of walk you through a couple other things in relation to this before we move into the online space. So first and foremost, understand that this is generally a handshake agreement, which means I'm going to go up to them, I'm going to shake hands and say, yeah, I'm going to agree that if I send you a customer, you're going to pay me some percentage of whatever they get. If you can't trust that handshake agreement, then you probably shouldn't be putting your name on the line by recommending this person in the first place. Because if you do, guess what? You're now the person who is responsible if that relationship fizzles out, fails, or they don't deliver. Case in point, we had a contractor. He was one of our primary contractors, and one of my sister's friends needed a kitchen redone. So we said, hey, would you like to take on this job? You know, they're willing to pay retail price. I try to throw you a bone every once in a while since I know I'm not paying retail price. So I try to throw you these jobs like this. It should be quick and easy. Literally, it was new cabinets, new countertop, new appliances. Easiest thing you could possibly do in a kitchen. Like, we're not getting crazy with it, nothing like that, right? Well, he literally disappeared, not just on me, but on her too, left her high and dry for almost 4 months with no kitchen. Should end up calling somebody else, sue him, try to get the money back. And it reflected badly on us. Now, he screwed us too, right? Like literally to the point where we had to go to court and we won and I got a judgment and all that great fun stuff that you'll get to eventually, unfortunately, more than likely, because it's just the way it works. But hopefully not too often. But it still it hurt our relationship, right? That person, my sister's friend, will probably never ask her for advice on anything ever again in her life because that relationship was burned. So understand that you are putting your name on the line by doing this stuff in many cases. So be sure that you can trust them with a handshake agreement in most cases, right? Okay, so with that, understand as well that these people oftentimes may not necessarily understand what affiliate marketing means. So you get the awesome job of explaining it to them and helping them understand how it's going to be beneficial to their business. And it should be pretty straightforward. No different than working with anyone else, like an agent or anybody else. We're going to bring them more work, more opportunity. And at the end of the day, they don't have to sell anything and they don't have to pay anything for this unless you also get paid, or rather once they get paid, I should say. So what I mean by that is when we do this agreement, I set my agreements up such that, hey, when that person pays, you pay me my affiliate commission at that point in time. So they're out of pocket nothing for agreeing to do this with you, which in most cases, especially for contractors, but in a lot of the people that we deal with, it's a no-brainer. Like, of course, yeah, bring me a customer, I'll pay you a piece. Why would I not do that, right? I literally had to do nothing to acquire the customer. I got paid, and once I got paid, I paid you. Now, one of the things that's important about this, though, is understand that when you refer customers, when you refer potential customers, you need to track every single step of the way. And what I mean by this is don't just say, oh, yeah, I'll have so let's just say it's a contractor, and let's say his name is Tony, right? And I say, oh, I've got Marie. I'm going to refer Marie. Yeah, I've got a guy, Marie. I'm going to give you this guy's name. His name's Tony, right? If I give Marie Tony's information, maybe Marie calls him, maybe he doesn't. Maybe she mentions that I send him along. Maybe she doesn't. I lose control of the process. Instead, I'm going to call Tony and say, Tony, I got a lead. Her name's Marie. She wants a new kitchen, a bathroom, whatever, whatever it's going to be, right? Here's her name, her email, and her phone number. Here's the address of the property, if that's relevant. If it's not, then it doesn't matter. Here's all the information. I'm sending it to you. Please call Marie and see if you can close this work. Now, Tony knows that I sent the work over. I know that Tony's going to call for the work because why wouldn't he? He wants work. He wants to get paid, right? So now the relationship's already off to the right foot. And now I have the way to follow up with Marie and say, hey, did Tony get a hold of you? Oh, he did. Great. Hey, did Tony do the work for you? Oh, yeah, he did. Cool. Now I know I should be expecting a check in the mail. Now, when we do all of this, I like to set up a spreadsheet for every single contractor or affiliate relationship. relationship. I use Google Docs. You can use Microsoft Office or anything like that, but I like an online one so that any of us can log in at any point in time and see it. There's no like, well, I sent you this version, you have that version. What about this version? Like, there's no versioning issues, right? Because it's online, it's live, it's editable 24/7, 365. I will call usually Tony or whoever the person is, tell them there's a new lead in there, and all their information will be in the spreadsheet. This also ensures that they didn't lose it or write it on paper. It's always electronically available at any point in time whenever they're ready. All right, so this makes it easy. And then it also makes it easier for me to track, hey, here's all the folks that I sent to Tony. All right. And then I just track, right? So this is going to take a little time, right? Don't get me wrong. There's going to be some time involved to manage this process, but the time in for dollars out, if you do it the right way, should be very, very low time for a good dollar per an hour type deal. And now generally I'll check that sheet once a month and just close off anything. And I expect Tony to pay me on a monthly basis, whatever he's been paid in that, according to our affiliate relationship percentage. Now, Marie, that's a great question. Is there a percentage that I try and get? Absolutely. This percentage is the highest I can possibly get, and they're still happy with it. So how do I do that? Well, the first thing, and I get, look, every single relationship is going to be different, and every single service we offer is going to be different too. So understand that. But in a general rule of thumb for offline services, anywhere between 10 and 25% is going to be a great percentage to get. Now, I'm okay if they tack on 10 to 25% more to their price to cover me. Because how many of us would be happy to pay a little bit extra if we knew we got someone who was going to be awesome at what they do, and we know they're awesome because we wouldn't be referring them otherwise, right? Now, in most cases, they're not going to do that because, look, they're going to have marketing costs, they're going to have business operation costs, and you're bringing them a customer. So this is fine. And when you're structuring a deal this way, again, in a handshake agreement, you set the term. So when I'm talking to Tony, I'm going to say, oh, and by the way, to bring you these customers, all I ask is my standard fee of 10%, 12%, 15%, whatever it's going to be. But I use the word standard before I say the percentage, because now they're going, oh, well, that's the standard. But who sets the standards in our businesses? Use your thumbs and point to the person. We do, right? We set the standards in our business. So it can be whatever you want it to be. Now, obviously, it has to make sense, right? If you roll into a contract and say, yeah, I want 50%, they're probably gonna go, you're nuts. That doesn't make any sense, right? Contracting is gonna be probably closer to 10%. But, and then if you talk to, let's say, a hard money lender, for example, or a private money lender, and you refer it, well, 10%, that's gonna be a bit excessive. That might not make sense either, right? So like hard money or private lending, I usually do 1 point. Right? Most folks are happy to pay 1 point to get a private money lender or a hard money lender that they can trust and know is going to do the deal with them. And by the way, I've gotten a lot of private money by doing that because I paid a person who brought me the lender 1 point of every deal that person does with me for the first year, which usually is 1 or 2 deals, maybe 3 if it's like a quick deal. But in most cases, they're like, oh, wow, okay, great. Yeah, I got like 15 other friends that work at Google. They all got money. I'll tell all of them, right? Because who doesn't want to get paid that way? And now you got a private lender that you can use in your business for the rest of the time, so long as you treat them the right way. So this is the idea, right? Everything that we do can be tacked into an affiliate marketing relationship if we do that. And Brooke, can I send you a copy of the spreadsheet for tracking? I can. It's really, really simple though. Like literally it's, name of contact, phone number, email, maybe what they're after, the date that I referred to them, and if the work closed, yes or no. And if it did, how much has the contractor affiliate been paid so that I can track on a month-to-month basis how much I should be expecting a check for that month. Super simple. Like it's not complicated. It doesn't have to be crazy. And if you need more data points to track with that affiliate relationship, cool, do that, whatever it's going to be, right? So like in a hard money lender, for example, I might track the date that they start so that I can track the date, the 1 year mark when that ends. So keep it simple, guys. Don't make it crazy. And then, by the way, what I do is I just put all those spreadsheets into a folder in my Google Drive account called Affiliate Relationships. And then I go through once a month as part of my month-end process. I track every single one of them. I say, okay, here's all my checks I should be expecting, put them into an email. I send it to my dad so he knows here's the checks coming in. If something doesn't come in, we can follow up and say, hey, what's going on, right? I will literally pull a Jerry Maguire and start calling my contractors, be like, yo, show me the money. Where's it at? All right, don't actually do that, by the way. Please don't actually do that, because if you do that, you might actually lose the relationship. But it's the idea, it's the principle behind it, right? So this is a really simple, easy way to start with affiliate marketing. And so what I want you to do for tonight, it doesn't have to be right this second because we're going to keep going with other stuff here. But what I want you to do for tonight, after you get off this call, is start thinking about, and if you got, this is how I did it when I started. I have a journal, right? I created a page that says people I work with. And I literally just started listing out the names of every person that we dealt with in our business and saying, okay, do I have an affiliate relationship with this person, or do I want to have an affiliate relationship with this person? And then maybe not all of them are going to. Now, one other thing that's going to happen, because invariably you will have more than one person that deals in a single space. You'll have more than one agent, more than one roofing contractor, flooring contractor, general contractor, more than one, whatever. I always have a go-to person and then a backup person. And then if I have more than that I feel are good, they'll be, tertiary or whatever comes after tertiary and that word. I don't know that. I'm not going to pretend to. But I let them know this is where you fall in the pecking order. You're my number one, and my number two, and my number three. And that's important to know, because if I send the same thing to all three of them every single time, they're going to start to see each other at the job sites all the time. And they're going to start to go, hang on a second. Every time I talk to Bob about a deal, Tony shows up. I see what's going on here. And they're going to feel kind of upset about that. So I let them know, hey, Tony gets the deal first. If Tony can't or doesn't want it, then I go to you. If you can't or don't want it, I go to somebody else after that. So I have a thing, right? And by the way, this also lets those lower people know that they're not first, and they might work to become first if it's good enough for them, right? Well, what's Tony paying? He's paying 10. I'll pay you 12 to be number one. Right? Okay, let's start talking, right? We start working them against each other to work up what makes sense. Now, again, like anything, there has to make sense. You can't just tack on 50% because you want to, because the customer doesn't pay it. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, right? They still have to be the one that has to come out of pocket for this money. So it has to make sense for them too. All right, cool. So any specific questions about offline marketing? If not, we're going to move into online affiliate marketing.
Okay, I have a quick question. Can you back up and say what you do with your private lenders? Because you said something about getting like a point. Is that
so
referring a private lender to somebody else? Like, I was just a little confused.
Yeah, exactly. It could be referring a private lender to someone, me referring one of mine to somebody else if I need to, or them referring one to me, right? So one of the things that I've done very successfully is using LinkedIn is finding folks who work for good companies like Google and Facebook. And I won't lie, that's part of my ambition to be here in Texas right now in Austin, because there's a lot of tech folks. Literally, no joke. I talked to a woman last night, or on Sunday rather. She's like, yeah, she's 32, and she's like, yeah, I've got about 5 million in retirement right now. If I ride the road with Peloton for another 4 years, I'll have about 7 million. At that point, I feel like I should have enough to, retire and just do my thing. And I was like, well, great. Let's talk about your lending options. I only need about 1 million of that right now. That's all I need. And we can, I can pay you pretty close to what you're getting paid right now. You know what I mean? Like, you start going down this path, but understand that these people are like that, right? And guess what? If I do a single deal with one person at a company and it goes well, guess who else they tell about all their other deals? Everybody. Because everyone, especially in the tech space, and it's why I like the tech space, they all talk to each other. They're smart. They get how retirement works, and they get what they're doing with their money. They're not just like plug it into a 401k mutual fund and call it a day kind of people. Like, they're, most of these tech people are banking on, the company rising in value for them to retire or have more to invest in other things. So that's why I love them, is one thing. But yeah, I will pay them. So let's just say this woman, right? We'll call her Kathy, for example. Let's say Kathy refers to me Suzanne, and Suzanne lends $1 million with me. I'll be happy to pay 1 point on that $1 million to Kathy for the referral, because I know that 1.1 time gets me $1 million for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, because I'm going to do the right things with my lenders, because I always do. And I have that, and that's going to save me way more than having to go to a hard money lender down the road. And then vice versa. Let's say I have a private lender, and they're like, so for example, right now I have one who we used for a long time, but he wants 14%. I only use him if I absolutely have to. Now, He does flips. He wants to do flips primarily. He does 14%. He's got about $700,000. He's okay with taking no payments until the end. So he's good with that, but he wants 14%. So I got to know that it makes sense. So usually who do I refer him to? I refer him to newer investors who have a little bit less experience in their belt, who are willing to pay 14%. And 1 point to me, they might pay more to him, but I get 1 point of that loan value for making that referral. So that's a way that we generate from that as well. And I know that, hey, I'm okay with it because most of my lenders right now, I'm paying 10%. So why would I pay 14 unless I absolutely needed to? Right. And so that's another way that we can do that is growing that. And which, by the way, if you guys have people that need to lend money, please call me. I pay referral fees. Shameless plug. But yeah, that's how we do it. Does that make sense, Marie?
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. Any other questions on offline stuff? Otherwise, we'll move into online. Cool. So online affiliate marketing. So let's talk about this. This is a whole different game. And in 2020, the ability to generate revenue from online affiliate marketing skyrocketed. There's a reason that Amazon gained however many hundreds of billions of dollars in a year. And it's not because they're great. It's because everyone is shopping online now. And I don't foresee, even with, as we approach hopefully the end of this coronavirus shenanigans, I don't foresee that really changing. I think people's habits have dramatically shifted into online purchases primarily. And because of that, you're going to see the ability to generate revenue online increase dramatically. I know my affiliate marketing relationships online generated about 15% more in 2020 than they did in 2019. And that's without even me really, to be honest, trying. That's just what was already being done anyways. Okay. So a couple cool things about online affiliate marketing. Number one, online tracking. I can track everything, and I'm going to talk about some things that are changing with this that are important to know. So stay with me. But we can track everything online. Everything is going to be vendor agreements, right? So in this case, on online affiliate marketing, in most cases, we're going to be the advertiser or the affiliate, not the publisher. On the offline side, we're usually going to be the advertiser as well in most relationships where we're referring someone. And obviously, if we're paying out, then we're the vendor in that case. But in online marketing, almost always you're going to be the advertiser or the affiliate, which means that there's going to be vendor agreements in place. You have to pretty much sign a contractual agreement that states the rules of engagement for any vendor that you want to sell from online, right? And Amazon is the biggest, by the way. So probably about 35% of my revenue came from Amazon affiliate links. They have two programs, by the way. One's called the Amazon Associates program, and one's called, they just changed the name. It was the Amazon Influencer program, but now it's something different. I forget the name of it, but it's like if you have a lot of following, you can do that. But either one, they're great. They're free to sign up for, and literally anything that you buy on Amazon, you can sell as an affiliate link. You make about 4%, so it's not great, but everyone buys everything on Amazon, so quantity will trump the price rev share in that case. Okay. Literally anything you can buy online, you can affiliate market. Literally anything, as long as it's an online service or a product that I'm buying from a vendor online, then I can pretty much get paid for it as an affiliate. There's a few more steps to start to get this going, but it does have a lot more scalability, right? There's only so many things that I can do in the offline space. The online space offers a whole lot more. Okay. So let's dive into this. First thing to understand about online marketing is cookies. These are little computer files that operate in a very specific way. You need to understand how they work to understand how affiliate marketing works. So step one is you get on the web. So I get on my computer, I log into Chrome or whatever, I go to Google, I go to whatever, I go to any website. And at that point in time, a request for information from a website happens. So, hey, I go to Arcane Properties, for example, or 3DC, go3dc.com, or whatever website it is. I'm saying, hey, give me the information, show me your website. And when I do that, what ends up happening is the web server, the business's website, replies back saying, here's the information that you requested, i.e. the website, along with a cookie file. Now, that cookie file, okay, lives on your computer's hard drive. So literally it's stored on your actual computer. It was sent by that web server to your computer. It's downloaded by your web browser, Chrome or Safari or Edge or whoever you're using. They all operate basically the same way. And they store it on your computer. And then when you go back to that site, as the site's sending information again, it also says, hey, is there a cookie from my website on here already? And if so, send it to me and give me the information about whatever that person did last time. And so every time you request something from a website, in other words, you visit a page, you click on a product, you add to a cart, you do any of that stuff, it's sending a cookie along with whatever piece of information or action you asked it to take. And that's all storing there. And then every time it does something, it also says, hey, send me more information about what's already been done so that I know what's going on, right? And then that sends that back, like I said here, and this processes it. Now, why is this important to understand? Well, there's a couple of reasons. All of affiliate marketing currently runs based on cookies. So basically, what has to happen is I have to get my web server, i.e. my website, to place a cookie for the product I'm trying to sell onto their computer. Now, in most cases, that's difficult to do if I don't have an affiliate marketing program. And that's where companies like Amazon and all these other third-party companies come in, and they take care of that for you. Vis-a-vis, all I have to do is get a link. I get someone to click on the link. When they go to the link, that web page, i.e. Amazon or whoever, that company's web server takes care of all the cookie stuff so that I don't have to think about it, right? So it makes it a little bit easier for me to execute that process. Now, here's the important part. By a show of hands, how many of you guys have cleared your cookies on your computer before? A couple of us have, right? So if you clear your cookies, guess what? My cookie that I put on there that's going to tell Amazon that I'm supposed to get paid if you go buy that, just like that, gone. I don't get credit for it anymore because the cookie is deleted. Now, the benefit is that most people don't go around clearing their cookies very often. They're not rolling up to a website going, okay, I want to buy this from Amazon. Okay, hold on. Let me log off Amazon, clear all my cookies, log back into Amazon, click buy. They don't do it that way, right? They just go buy something. So do you have to worry about that? Of course we have to worry about that, but it's the rarity in most cases. Now, here's the thing. And this is something that's really, really important to understand for right now, at least. Cookies are only going to be valid for the rest of 2021. Sometime in 2022, Google has pretty much stated that they're doing away with cookies and that they're going to replace it with their own internal third-party system. So what we're seeing happen right now, literally it started this year, is data control is going to be exerted by the big companies. And what I mean by that is it started with Apple saying, oh, we're going to protect your privacy with the iOS 14 update. All that really means is that Apple is in control of the data on your phone, not the Facebook or the website or the whoever. Google is essentially saying, oh, shoot, if we don't catch up, we're going to be behind. So they're framing it the same way, but basically it's going to be control of your data because was it 2018, the value of your data surpassed the value of oil. And so it's the new richest hunting ground for businesses. And because of that, everyone's trying to control it. So what does that mean for us right now? Well, we don't know yet, right? Google has talked a lot about what they're going to replace it with. There's a lot of questions and skepticalness and craziness around that. So we'll see, but just be aware that, hey, this year, you're still good to use cookies. Next year, maybe not. Of course, follow me. I'll be doing video updates if I find out more or we get a better grip on what it means. But at the end of the day, cookies are going to become much less useful in the future. So we have a limited period of time in which we can really utilize this right now. And then it's not to say that they're going to go away completely in the future, but we just have to understand, hey, it's going to change in how it operates. And that change may or may not impact affiliate marketing. We won't know until we get the final rules and regulations from Google on what they're doing with their browser. And by the way, I know you're like, wait, why is Google doing this? Well, because Google controls almost 80% of all web browsing activity vis-a-vis the Chrome browser. Literally 80% of every user on the entire internet in the world uses Chrome. So they unfortunately get to control what happens or don't happen, at least for right now. So anyways, understanding how that works is important because you got to understand this. Now, the last thing about cookies that are important to understand is that every vendor offers one of two ways. One is first in, first paid. The other is last in, first paid. So first in, first paid means if my cookie is the first one and there's more than one there, I get paid first if someone buys that product. Last in, first paid means if I'm the last cookie there, I get paid for someone buys that product. Where you're going to see both, almost all product-based companies use first in, first paid. Most service-based companies use last in, first paid. All right. So when you sign up for as the advertiser or affiliate, it will tell you how they calculate and tabulate and how long your cookie is good for, because it's only going to be good for a certain period of time, anywhere from 1 hour to 1 year. All that's laid out in the affiliate agreement that you have to agree to. So just go through that and understand this is what's going on, so you understand how to utilize that to get yourself paid moving forward. Okay. So with that, one of the things that I also like people to understand is a very, very simple funnel. So when it comes to affiliate marketing online, right, offline, right, we've got a relationship, right? Someone's going to come, they're going to talk to us, going to say, oh, you need to talk to Tony, the contractor. He's going to take care of you. He's awesome at ABC. Go talk to him. You're good to go, right? But when it comes to online, people have a much lower level of trust if they don't know who you are. And if you don't have trust, they're not going to take action with you. So I want you, if you want to, take a screenshot or picture of this. But this is just a basic funnel that allows you to understand how this could work from a affiliate marketing standpoint. So offering free content, a blog, articles, things like that. They have to give you their information to get protected content. Once I have their information, i.e. their email address, I can interact with them on email. On email, I can send them an affiliate link if I wanted to drop right into sales, or I can do other live interactions if I'm going to have a higher ticket product, for example, or if I need to actually do a demo or something like that. In some cases, you would need to do that. A lot of what we're doing, we probably wouldn't need to, but a lot of cases, we just go right on to sales. And by the way, guys, everyone uses affiliate marketing, right? How many of you, by a show of hands, have gotten an email from your bank about some form of insurance, whether life insurance or renter's insurance or home insurance? Who's ever gotten an email from their bank about that, by a show of hands? Yeah, most everyone's raising their hand. Guess what? That's an affiliate offer. That bank gets paid if you buy that insurance policy from them. It's a very common one that we see a lot out there. But this funnel right here just helps you understand, hey, as they move down the intent from low intent to high intent, they're more likely to want to buy something, even if it's not from you, but from your affiliate link. So just understand that in most cases, when it comes to online stuff, the best thing that we can do is either offer information via email or a direct link placement inside the free content. Just understand that, hey, links and free content are going to be clicked less because there's lower intent at a free content level than if we get down further. Right. And I'm not going to dive into the details of funnel. That'd be a whole nother 1 hour conversation about something else another time. But understand that, hey, the higher the intent, the more likely someone is to purchase something from you, especially from an affiliate link. Okay. So within online affiliate marketing, there's two kinds that we can do. The first is affiliate marketing for your business. For most of you, this is where we're going to want to be, which is, hey, I want to promote and build my business as a brand that people can recognize. I want to develop my credibility. I want to collect someone's information, name, email, phone, etc. I want to build a list, and I want to be able to market and sell them additional products on the road if it makes sense. So for example, let's say I have sellers, right? And I get their information, and I add them to my list, and I know that they got a wood burning fireplace. Well, perfect. Then, once a year, I should be sending them an email saying, hey, by the way, have you gotten your chimney cleaned? If not, it's about that time, because we cleaned it when we bought it, when we sold you the house. Now's the time. If you don't have somebody, call, Chet's chimney sweep, and, they'll get you taken care of. Okay. So understanding that this is going to be where you make the most money because I got someone's information and I can sell things to them over time, right? Whether it be programs, courses, private lending deals, whatever it is, it literally doesn't matter. I can sell anything, right? So let's say it's, so we have actually one of our clients is in NOLA, and they do super high-end home decor and furniture. Well, Mardi Gras was just happening February. And what we did was we sold a bunch of their stuff, and we also put in their emails to their customer list affiliate links to other people selling other Mardi Gras goods, because we know we have an entire captive audience who understands and appreciates Mardi Gras, is likely to buy things, is a certain type of buyer, and might want these things in addition to our things. So it's a great way to drive some additional affiliate revenue for their business just by sending out some emails saying, hey, by the way, in case you haven't checked out so-and-so artist page, go here to see their cool art things they got. They go to that page, and that artist had an affiliate program set up whereby she could earn money from anyone who bought their art from that page, right? So just lots of different ways that we can do this. But understand that building this for your business is going to be one of the highest return on investments of your time, because you're getting someone's information and I can market to them over time. I want you to think about every single real estate investor that you know. Do they need education, Do they need courses? Do they need events? Do they need a CRM service, a direct mail company, a list provider? Do they need all those things? And if so, could you be the provider that says, oh, by the way, here's who I use to buy all my lists from. You should check them out. Boom, affiliate link to your list provider. You just made some extra money if they go buy a list. So I want you guys to start thinking literally everything that we do can be tied in this perspective. We just have to understand, where do we plug these things in? All right, so the other part of this is just affiliate marketing to make money. That's me making money. Yay. What I want you guys to think about this is, we're not looking to build a business. I'm not looking to collect information. I'm not trying to market them additional products. I'm not trying to build a following. I'm not trying to develop credibility. I'm literally just trying to make some extra income, whether it be by working with SEO online, or whether it be by just directing people to a specific thing. So for example, one of the easiest ways as entrepreneurs to do this is simply say, hey, I want, one of the things I do a lot is I publish a list every year of the 10 books that I think you should read in the next year. And because they impacted me, because I read a lot of books, right? I might read, 20 to 30 business books in a year, and I'll pick my 10 favorite from the last year, and I'll put those on a list. And then in that list, I'll include my affiliate link, right? I'm not trying to email these people or get their information or whatever. I'm not trying to do any of that. It's a book. I'm going to make 4% of a $10 to $20 book. So it's not a lot of money, but if I have enough people, it might start making sense. And because I can do it, and I know that folks will buy a book on Amazon, right? It's very easy for me to make an extra, enough to maybe pay for a couple of the books that I read that year, which is great for me, right? So it's just start thinking about that. But all this is, hey, if I just want to sell something to make some money, now it doesn't have to still make sense, which we'll get into here in a minute, but this is simply put just a way to make extra revenue in your business by selling a simple product or service. You're not trying to collect information. You're not trying to build a business or anything like that. You're just saying, hey, I got this thing. Maybe I'll make a few extra bucks by doing it. A lot of times that could be restaurants, for example. A lot of restaurants have gone to online gift cards, and they'll even pay you because they know that most gift cards have about 25% profit margin because no one redeems them. So they're happy to pay you 10% of the gift card value simply because they know that they're still making 15% on top of it. So that's like another way. And obviously you're not trying to build yourself as the restaurant reviewer. If you're like a Yelp elite person, maybe that would be great. But for most of us investors, we're probably not trying to become a Yelp elite person, at least not on purpose anyways. All right. So how do you pick the right product? So if we've got these two ways of plugging in affiliate stuff, how do I figure out what product do I want to pick? The first thing is, if you're doing it as a business, it's got to make sense for your list. Who's your list? So if you have a list of real estate investors in the Phoenix area, it probably wouldn't make sense to email them a coupon offer for a discount at a steakhouse here in Austin, because it doesn't make sense, right? So understand who is on your list, and are they going to be excited and interested in this product? And it doesn't have to be every single person, but can you at least say 60 to 70% of that list is going to be like, man, that's really cool. I didn't know that. I want more information about that. Or yeah, I might sign up or buy that product or service. If so, then it could be a great affiliate offer to plug in. Second, is it an offer that you can drive traffic to? So can I actually drive traffic to the offer? In other words, are people going to go visit this thing? Because I have to get them to click on my link, remember. Are they going to want to click on that link? Or is it like, some weird Russian looking link where they're like, I don't know if I trust that, right? Maybe I don't want to click on that one. Okay, so you have to be able to do that. Third is, does it have a good commission split? Are you going to make money from it? Look, I'm not going to lie, Amazon's commissions suck. 4% is the lowest affiliate commission of just about any physical product in literally the world. But I also understand that I can drive traffic to Amazon and people are more likely to buy it. And even if I were to make 10% someplace else, if they go to, bobsdiscountbooks.com and they see a book that I recommended, are they going to buy it from bobsdiscountbooks.com? Probably not. They're probably going to go to Amazon and buy it there. So I might as well just include the Amazon link. Even though I only make 4% instead of 10%, I'm going to get a higher volume of people to buy. Therefore, it makes more sense to do it that way. Okay. And then actually, the last is, people need to want or actually buy what you have. So in the chat box, I want you to type me, do you think the DVD rewinder would be a great product to sell right now? Yes or no? Just type it in the chat for me. Yes or no? DVD rewinder. Nope. No. So what if I told you that I had the email list for Spencer Gifts? Because they may not be in business anymore, but I could probably buy their email list. Do you think people who used to buy things from Spencer Gifts might want to buy a DVD rewinder as a joke for one of their friends who are old enough to actually understand what a DVD rewinder might even have been a reference to? Possibly, right? So context becomes everything, right? If I had that list, then perhaps, right? Or what if I had a list of everyone whose birthday is coming up and they're going to turn 60? Most everyone who's turning 60 probably knows what a rewinder is and laughs at the idea of this. And if I could sell this for $5 or whatever it's going to cost, they might buy it. So now all of a sudden it becomes a great product in the right list. So this is how we start got to think about it, right? Every product has a valid place so long as the list or people that we can market it to are the most relevant kind of people, right? So what does that mean? That means traffic is crucial. We got to get people to our link. And the easiest way to do that is to drive it from all the different sources you see listed here. Social media, search engine optimization, in other words, getting ranked, writing blogs, things like that. It could be direct traffic. In other words, I post a link or I share a link to someone. It could be paid traffic, Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, Hulu ads, everything like that, right? It could be email marketing traffic. So I have a list, I send a link to an offer and boom, just like that. Could be organic traffic that just happens by way of people knowing who we are. And it could be referral traffic. In other words, people who know who we are and say, oh, you need to go talk to so-and-so, right? All of this kinds of traffic can point back to your website. And what that means is that not only is traffic crucial, but it also means that your website is crucial now too, because your website becomes the central hub of valuable information, AKA affiliate links, blog posts, content, properties, etc. And so your website has to be awesome. If your website sucks, then they assume your business sucks. They assume your affiliate offer sucks. May not be true. Could be the best business in the world. You could have an amazing real estate business, and this could be the most amazing offer that they've ever seen, and they're missing out on it. But because they think your website sucks, they think your offer sucks too. So these are the core tenets of a great website. It needs to be useful, usable, desirable, valuable, findable, credible, and accessible. If your website does not meet all of these things, you are dramatically missing out on an opportunity to drive more revenue in your business vis-a-vis affiliate marketing. Because if you have a centralized repository for all of the things that you do and offer, this can be the way to do it. Now, how did I used to do this? Just so you guys understand. I used to, and we still do to some extent, but we're not flipping houses as much anymore. But I used to have a book that I would put on in every single house that we sold called the local discount book. And it literally said, here's all the people that I have affiliate offers with, that I have affiliate relationships with. And I simply say, call so-and-so for this service, mention Arcane Properties to get the discount. Now, I don't know what the discount is. Maybe there's no discount. Maybe there's a discount. Who knows? But I guarantee you, if you tell them that there is a discount, they're going to ask for it. And they're going to mention my company name. So just like that, I've got them to start referring to me. The second way to do this is to build a page on your website that has links to all your online affiliate offers, right? So if you have an online resources page, you could link to all your online affiliate offers from there as well. Now, I don't have one on my current page right now because we do it all through blog posting, pros and cons. But I recommend, and it's actually something that's on our list to build in our business right now, is get that up and going, is having just a resources page where someone can go and find all the affiliate links to all the courses, services, products, and things that I might ever want to buy or use in my real estate business so that anyone can go find those things. And now, if I have a single repository of resources, I can point every single person I talk to back to that resource repository. And so maybe I have one for agents, one for investors, one for buyers, one for sellers. And on that page, I just have all my links to all the things that people could sign up for. Right? So this is a way for us to start driving additional revenue in our business. But again, your website has to be great. And that's something that my company can help you with if you want. I'm happy to talk about it. But with that, is there any questions that you guys have? I'm happy to answer those. My email is at the bottom of the screen there. And if you want to connect with me on social media or you want to call me, if you go to that website right there, you can download my contact card as well as connect with me on every social network that I'm on, that I actually participate in, which is most of them, but not all of them. And I'm happy to take any other questions you guys might have.
I just want to say too that for certain things like my bookkeeper right now, I have given her referrals and she literally just takes like hours off of my own services. So I don't necessarily get cash from her, but she's paying, doing multiple hours every month anyway. So to get that discount is really nice. So just be creative, guys. There's lots of ways that you can use this to make money or save money in your business.
Or both.
It's
At the
awesome.
same time sometimes. Cool.
But that's it. There's no questions.
a
You guys are
question.
like silent.
I was like,
Okay.
I have a
hey, I'm
question.
just that good apparently.
You are awesome. Thank you, Bob. This was awesome. I really was looking forward to this. I do have a question about how do you keep track of, for your online referrals, how do you keep track of making sure that those affiliates are in good standing?
So it's a spread in that same spreadsheet. I just know every single month this is what I should be getting paid. And if they're not filling it out, guess what happens? I make them responsible to fill out the information about how much they've collected and how much I should be getting from them. And if they don't do it, they're gone and I'm on to the next person. And I'll plug in relationship number 2 or number 3. They become number 1 and number 2. And you lose out. So I don't have to worry about that for too often because usually I give them one warning and I say, this is not baseball. It's not 3 strikes you're out. It's, hey, you've got one warning. You've got 7 days to get your data updated in the sheet. If I don't see it there, then you're bumped down to number 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever on that relationship list. And I'll put someone else in place who's going to play by the rules that we need to operate our business in.
So on a consumer level, like let's say someone did get a bad service, how would you know that? Or you're just checking that?
They're going to probably call you.
Okay.
Because let's be real, right? If you recommended someone as a service and then that service sucked, they're probably going to call you and say, what the heck, man? Like, why did you refer this to me? Like, these people suck. They're terrible, right? And that's, so it's up to you to do damage control. Now, if you want to take it one step further, you can also just follow up with them and say, hey, how's it going? How's Tony doing? Is he doing a good job? And, if not, then you can get on Tony's case and make sure he is. But again, in most cases, if you're feeling comfortable putting your name in the line to refer someone, they're probably going to do the right job for you. So it should be okay. I've only had that one instance where someone did bad. And by the way, I found out why after we took him to court. His wife got cancer. They didn't have health insurance. He basically started stealing money to pay for cancer treatment so she wouldn't die. And I feel for him and I understand, but that's not the way to go about it.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I have a question just because I was interrupted briefly by my children coming in here to make sure that I saw that they ate all the dinner because they wanted snacks. So when you were
snacks on snacks,
they were like, can I get snacks now? I think they're literally showing me their dinner plate. Like, Mom, did I eat enough? Can I have a snack? Anyway,
look it clean. That's what my grandpa used to say.
You were talking about some of the different online affiliate. I know you mentioned Amazon Associates. Did you talk about there's other, like I was doing some research on it and I became a part of, or I was trying to become like a part of Home Depot, but Home Depot, it's not like you just go to Home Depot's website, then they bring you to like some third party program.
So
did
a
you
lot
talk
of
about any
companies
of those
use third-party programs to manage their affiliate relationships because it's way easier than Home Depot sending out a check for 32 cents because you sold an elbow joint this week.
Right.
So a lot of them use third-party programs, and that's totally fine to sign up for those third-party programs. There's a ton of them out there. I'm like totally spacing on the names right now.
I think I'm on
ClickBank.
like Win a Sale or say.
Yeah, shareasale.com
Thank
is
you.
one of the big ones. CJ, thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. Susan knows this stuff. She probably heard me talk about this way too many times. She's probably like, oh God, Bob, shut up. CJ.com is another one. Shareasale.com, clickbank.com for digital stuff. Walmart is a huge one right now. Walmart is actually quickly overtaking Amazon in sales. Very, very interesting things going on there. And then if you can't find something that you want, just Google search the name of the product and the words affiliate program, and you'll probably find it. Susan can probably attest to this. In the events that I did, we found some really interesting things that people suggested, from coffins to 5-pound gummy bears to horse saddles to mortuary services. Kid you not, there's a guy who will, there's even an online, you ship a body to a place online now, and then they cremate it and make it into a tree and just ship it back to you to the plant. I'm like, I don't know about that, but it's a thing. So literally you can find anything, just head online and you'll find it. I tend to right now stick with the big guys. People just have a lot of trust in Amazon, Walmart, and those other big stores like that. It accounts for, like I said, between those two, probably about close to 75% of, or 70% of my total affiliate marketing revenue that I do in my business currently.
Cool. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Is that it? Did you guys, are you all brainstorming on like all the different connections that you have and who you're going to reach out to and all the different contractors you're going to promote to people?
Definitely gets your mind going. And I think I've definitely had some of this come to mind. And I know Rob has brought it up to me before as well. But this really starts, you really kind of start formulating and the next time or two, you refer something out or you try to be that resource, you're thinking, like this could actually benefit everyone. Not that you always need to do everything for a monetary purpose, but I think it's a win-win situation if you can provide a customer for someone and give someone a good reference and all of that. So, but thank you for all of this. It was great information.
My pleasure. Thanks for being on.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Bob. I'm just wondering, like, if you don't have like a big old list of people that you've worked with, obviously, the longer you're doing business, you're gonna build your list. Do you have any recommendations on how you can possibly build that list a little bit quicker?
Yeah. So, I mean, the quickest way to build a list is simply to buy it. And what I mean by that is not actually physically buy a list like we would for like direct mail or things, but to use paid advertising. That's hands on the easiest, if that makes sense. The other option, obviously, is just start keeping track of every single person that you talk to from now on, because you'll be surprised how many people you talk to when you start thinking about it start to become relationships or potential relationships, and make sure that you add them to a CRM of some sort. I don't care who you use, but use somebody. And if you don't have somebody, I can point you to some free ones that are a good starting point. But just have something that you can track all that in. And then, next time you make a great relationship, like, oh man, this would actually be the perfect opportunity. Or if it's the right time, right? So as we head towards Memorial Day weekend, maybe it's a great time to say, hey, I was at Home Depot yesterday and I saw this amazing grill at a great discount. Here's here it is. And you link to the grill through your affiliate link on Home Depot. And just like that, people are like, oh yeah, I do need a grill. It's Memorial Day. We got a party coming up. I need to do that. And look, just keep building over time. Everyone's list starts from zero and goes from there. Right. My list started at zero. Now it's, 6 figures of people. I don't know exactly how many. I'd have to look because it's in different places, but I started with zero as well. So it's just getting started in one place and then building from there as you go.
Great, thank you.
Cool. Well, I'll if there's no other questions, I'll just leave you with, if you guys need help, anything internet, please let me know. As I said, a couple years ago, we went out and built our own company doing internet marketing for folks. Between us and our team members, we currently manage more than 9 figures a month in ad spend across Google and Facebook. We run God knows how many websites. I've lost track. It's a lot, but I'm happy to help you guys. Like I said, I probably know more about internet marketing in the real estate space than anybody. And I'll challenge anyone to that claim. If they claim more, it's probably because I taught them.
I love it. Bob, I had first met you when you were talking about LinkedIn and doing all of that. Is there a time maybe, Marie, or is that something that you still do as well? I just found that hugely valuable as well. You're just like a plethora of knowledge. But I just thought that was like, I almost feel like that is something with a lot of us that are maybe starting out, like would hold that very valuable. And then this would be like the second component to it almost, because as we grow, we'll be able to, you know, like Wendy said, grow our list and all of that. But I don't know if that's
So Rochelle, you tell me the topic and we will arrange Bob to come back on, and you let me know what you want Bob to talk about.
Was that the LinkedIn presentation on how I'm getting private lenders from LinkedIn? Was it that one?
Yeah, private lenders and how to use LinkedIn and doing all that. I just thought, wow, it's just not even just for private lenders, but it was just like opening up your, you know, but yes, of course, because everyone needs, you know, more private lending. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then by the way, that process we're using for several clients right now.
Yeah.
One's a commercial HVAC guy based in Southern California. And I think he's closed in the last 12 months, we're closing on 10 figures of contracts from our service doing that. So it's insane in the right tool, but it can be used a lot of different ways for a lot of power.
Yeah, I found it so valuable, and I thought, gosh, and they didn't record that, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I wanted to like suck all the information up. So cool.
Bob, just do me a favor, stop sharing for a minute just so I can see everybody big again. Thank you. Just makes it easier for conversations at the end. But Bob was good with timing and everything. We're not even going to go late tonight, which is good. Although Liz is usually the one complaining about going late, and she's not even with us tonight. So she's going out to dinner with her brother before he leaves town.
I'm still awake, so it's fine.
You New Yorkers are still awake over there. Are you guys technically in New York or New Jersey? You're Jersey, right?
We're New Jersey, but like literally in our backyard, you could see the Empire State Building. Literally.
Where in Jersey are you guys?
We're East Rutherford.
Okay, cool. I lived in Hoboken for 4 years.
Oh, Hoboken? Nice.
Hoboken's fun. So Bob, you know, I'm originally from
it's a lot of blurry times because there's a lot of bars there, but fun.
So I'm originally from Staten Island, New York, Bob, but I actually went to Binghamton University. So not too far from Buffalo.
I know Binghamton very well. It was my number 2 college to get into. Ironically, I applied to 7 colleges. And I got into all the colleges I wanted to get into, and I got denied from all my backup colleges. And I was like, how does that work?
That's funny. So where did you
I got into RIT and Syracuse and another one, but then I got denied from Binghamton and like Geneseo, and I'm like, what?
That's so funny because I almost went to RIT for engineering school.
There you go.
And I wound up going to Rutgers. So it was between Rutgers, NGIT, and RIT. And I wound up going to Rutgers. Yeah.
Yep, I have my electrical engineering degree from Binghamton University. So.
Oh, and it's cold up there in Rochester. Oh my gosh, it's cold.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I'm from Buffalo, so you know I was used to it when I went to college in Rochester. But nowadays, I go back and I'm like, oh heck no.
Yeah, this is how naive I was. So when I first went up to Rochester, I was like, oh, we can go to New York City. Let's take a bus. And I asked, no, really. And then I asked the guy. I was at some barbecue shop. I was like, listen, like, you know, I want to go to New York City. How long will it take me to go there? 6 hours. I'm like, really?
That's all right. When I moved out to California from New York, from Hoboken, I had all these friends who were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be out your way. We should meet up. I was like, cool, we're gonna be there. Like San Francisco. I'm like, bro, I'm in LA. That's not even close. It's just people's minds on distances just don't always track 1-to-1.
Elda, what about you? You gonna start promoting Eddie's business a little bit more?
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. How
want a referral fee every time you give out your husband's handyman services.
He's right there.
Perfect. All I request is 0.5% of everything you guys do moving forward.
So I was mentioning that to him, but like you said, Marie, he gets discounts from his guys when he refers them out to other people. They don't pay him, but they give him a discount the next time they do work for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing I actually want to talk about that. Discounts are great, and it's always nice to get a discount. But I take from very, 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 very few folks discounts. I want cash, because cash doesn't pay my marketing bills. Cash doesn't pay for my website. Cash doesn't pay for ads. cash pays for all those things. Discounts do not, right? And then the other problem is if something happens to it, especially in the service-based business with like contractors and things, if something happens to them or whatever, well, that discount becomes irrelevant if they can't do anything because they hurt themselves or whatever. So just something to keep in mind. It's not to say don't take discounts, but just be aware if the discounts start stacking up a bit too high, it might be time to switch over to cash.
That's true. Yeah.
And by the way, sorry, one more thing. I'm just going to talk about this, and because my brain's going. This is how my brain operates. You can also do affiliate marketing in B2B transactions in terms of referrals. So, for example, I had a friend who had a startup company. They were doing well. They had about 2.5 million in revenue. So, good, not killing it by any means, but doing well. And he was really looking for a mentor who had been, and he gave me like the list of requirements. I said, actually, I think I know the perfect person, right? And so I referred that perfect person over. The relationship happened. And I told him, I said, hey, look, if you're able to help them and it's able to work, all I'd love is like literally like 0.1% of the company as a thank you for making this connection happen and making it work and go. And so now I own 0.1% of a company that in the 2 years since I made this relationship happen, scaled from 2.5 million. I think they're doing almost 37 million right now.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Now my piece is very, very small. It's negligible to anybody else. And this guy came in, like, you know what I mean? So, but those kinds of things happen like all the time. So think about like back when Facebook started and they paid that muralist, they gave him like what, 1 or 2% shares that are now worth billions of dollars because he painted a mural on their wall for him. Like, so those, you can get paid in company shares too, if it makes sense and if you believe that company is going to go somewhere good or that's worth it in some capacity. And again, what you bring to the table has to be valuable. There would have been a 0% chance they found this guy ever because he doesn't put himself out there that way, right? He's got his nose to the grindstone, making things happen. And he's probably one of the smartest entrepreneurs that I can personally call up on my cell phone at any time and say, hey, let's chat, and he'll answer it. But I know that he was the right fit for them. And for that, I was able to make a little bit happen for myself.
It's awesome. Awesome example.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely starts making you think a little outside the box.
Again, and if I can summarize everything I just taught tonight, it's about bringing value. If you bring the value in the right context, you will always get paid for it because people don't mind paying for it. Oh, sorry, something I forgot to mention. It's been a hot minute since I've talked about this. When you're doing affiliate marketing online, you have to have somewhere on the page where the link exists a note that says, this is an affiliate link. I may be paid if you buy this company or service. And I always put something to the effect of on mine, hey, this is an affiliate link. I may be paid for this company or service, but my policy and pledge to you is that I don't recommend anything I don't already use myself or know will get you results. So you can trust every link I have on here. While I might get paid, it's something that I believe in and stand behind 100%. So, then they go, okay, cool. And actually, ironically enough, people will actually buy more from you because they're like, oh, sweet. Yeah. It doesn't cost them anything more to get to click your affiliate link. And they're happy because they got the value from you in that context. So that's something else to keep in mind.
Okay, so on blog posts, if you have a blog and you have some products that you're mentioning for something and you have affiliate links for those products, then at the end of the blog somewhere, it's kind of like a footnote then of just.
It's either footnote or sometimes, so it has to be, I believe the ruling changed to clear and conspicuous, or something like that. So literally, if I link to anything, I put a parentheses right after and say, hey, by the way, this is an affiliate link. And I call it out right there. I don't try to bury it in the footer or anything like that. And actually, because of that, what ends up happening is my trust level is higher because I'm literally calling direct attention to it, and it just works out better that way.
Okay.
Awesome. I got to scoot to volleyball carpool, but thank you so very much, and thank you, Marie, for organizing this once again. So
My pleasure.
Problem.
Connect with me and just tag me somewhere on social and say you appreciated this and.
Oh, for sure.
That'll be
Yep.
payment enough.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. Everybody follow and friend Bob and tag him because he's amazing.
I did, I think in 2 places before this started, but I'll do it after as well. And I don't know, Marie, if you want to do like a screenshot or something, and we can.
Oh, we're gonna take after JJ. Does everybody want to smile cheesy and we can do a screenshot real quick?
Or we can go.
I don't even know.
I've got to throw some gang signs.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
East side.
No.
You guys are great. Okay.
And then we can
Bob,
tag.
being you're from Buffalo, you're a Bills fan?
I am a Bills fan. Usually I'd say unfortunately yes, but no, maybe not so unfortunately. Only took 25 years to be, not unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm a Raiders fan. It's rough.
I feel you.
All right. Good night,
Cool.
guys. Thanks again, Bob. Appreciate
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
All right, I got the screenshot up on my Facebook page, so you guys will all be able to tag yourselves.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no
you.
problem.
My pleasure. If I can help any of you with anything, just reach out and let me know.
All
Will
right.
do. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Marie.
Awesome.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
you.
get
Have a
some
good
sleep,
night.
you East Coasters.
No, we're gonna go to the Broadway show.
Nothing's over
They
now.
didn't open up Broadway shows yet. What are you talking about?
Yeah, yes, they had. De Blasio opened them up. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. All right, awesome. Thank you guys.
Gosh.
Bye, guys.
Thank